Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of CNC Productions, and today we're doing another entry in the long-awaited Carnivores modded series. And this time we're going to be starting off with a new mod, Carnivores Divergent, which is one of the newer mods, and definitely one of the more interesting and well-made mods. And it includes a really cool, interesting sort of lore and story behind it, as well as an awesome new dinosaur roster with some awesome weapons. So, basically, what this mod's about is that there is a species of the dinosaur, the Eocario, which is invading from the south, and you need to kill it and basically eradicate the invasion of that species. And there's a bunch of other really cool dinosaurs to go along with that. Since it is in its beta 3.1 stage, there are only 3 maps. Obviously, the dinosaur roster is full with the weapons, but yeah, only 3 maps. But yes, we'll be hunting every single dinosaur in this mod, going to all 3 of the maps and using all the weapons. It's not going to be like an in-depth mod review or showcase story and target style. I'm just basically going to be using it as more of a playthrough than like an in-depth mod analysis. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Carnivores Divergent. First step is just simply called a map. An island created from volcanic activity many thousands of years ago, the island has the coldest temperature of all huntable locations on the tour. It offers many opportunities for hunters and their prey, with multiple ponds, rolling hills, and a few large mountain peaks. The hills are composed of volcanic sediments, giving many different altitudes to hunt upon. And the first creature is the Rubiosaurus, which is basically a reskinned Moschops. A large herbivorous synapsid closely related to the much more common Moschops, but larger and omnivorous. They browse on low-growing plants and will hunt small animals and carrion, rank novice. And we'll be taking the Glock and the shotgun. And here we go. What is that up there? Tyrannoceratops. So yeah, another really interesting feature about this mod is that a lot of the ambients are really interesting. Like right there, that's an ambient. It's a ceratopsian. So yeah, that's just one of the ambient creatures. It's not even a huntable animal, which I think is really cool to have a ceratopsian as an ambient animal. They also have Sorophagonax. I think there's, yeah, Pterodactylus and Sorophagonax are the 2 pterosaurs in the mod. And there's, to replace a Dimetrodon, there's the Platyhystrix, which is an amphibious. It's basically an amphibian Dimetrodon. Yeah, there's one southeast. We'll be going after him. Got the Glock. Probably gonna use the shotgun at first. It's down below. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Very cool. So yeah, there it is. The Ulimosaurus, or Ulimosaurus, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm actually never heard of that outside of this mod, so I'll have to look that up. But yep, trophy ship is the same. There's no differences in the trophy ship. But yeah. I'll probably be hunting the first third of the dinosaurs on the tour with on this map, and then moving on to the other 2 for the other 66%. So yeah, there it goes, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at it in the trophy room. So yeah, this is the trophy room, which has a much more dark and atmospheric tone than the trophy room usually does. Usually it's just the bright white. No changes to the actual design of the trophy room overall, but aside from the dark skybox, which really gives it more of a foreboding, atmospheric feel to it. But yeah, there it is. Basically a reskinned Moschops, although the reskin looks really, really good. Yeah, not much to say about it since it's already an existing model within the franchise. There's not a whole lot that was changed aside from the skin, but yeah, skin work looks really good. And yeah, that's the first dinosaur down. Next up is, and sometimes the menu music glitches out and doesn't come on. Next up is the Rubiosaurus. Wait, sometimes if you press a button it'll turn on. There we go. Rubiosaurus, a medium-sized ceratopsian with a long or orange frill shield that is used for intimidation. They are strictly herbivorous, but will charge at anything that gets too close. Alright, we'll be staying on a map for this. Except this time we're going to be taking the, we'll take the bolt action rifle. Alright, here we go. But overall, this map isn't too big, although as you can see it has like a spiral area towards the northwest with snowy ridges towards the south. And it looks like there's 2 Rubiosaurus along the lakes west of here. So that's where we'll be going. The other thing is sometimes it's easy to confuse the Rubiosaurus for the Tyrannoceratopses, although these are a lot smaller. So yeah, this is the bolt action rifle. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a Carnivores mod showcase, mainly because these games are really hard to record because they run off of basically 2 different operators. There's like the menu, and then there's a renderer, which are 2 completely different. And there they are right there. That's a hit. And that's a takedown. The other one didn't even react. Wow. Well. Yeah, anyway, because there's 2 different softwares that the games run on, it's kind of hard to record. But OBS Studio is what I've been using now, and it works great. Shout out to Kronos, one of my buddies, for showing that to me. Otherwise, I don't even know if I would have been able to make another one of these. Because these are super fun to make, and they're actually a really popular series on the channel, so I definitely would like to keep up with them. But yep, there it goes. Yep, and off it goes. So, now we can go ahead and take a look at it in our trophy room. Alrighty, and here it is, the Rubiosaurus, which is one of the best looking ceratopsians I've seen in a Carnivores mod. It looks so, so good. The colors, the textures, everything. The model itself, it's just a really, really awesome, well-designed dinosaur. Color scheme on it too looks great. Love the bright orange head, the stripes on its back, the duller olive color scheme. Just a really, really nice dinosaur. And yeah, for a dinosaur that fills out on the Stegosaur AI, works pretty darn well. I really like this. So yeah, obviously it's a little bit more interesting than the Ulamosaurus, but for a secondary dinosaur to hunt, it's pretty awesome. Alright, and that leaves the next dinosaur to hunt, the Brontosaurus. A cousin to the well-known Brachiosaurus, the Brontosaurus is the most resilient dinosaur available to hunt on the tour. It can take punishment that other herbivores simply can't handle. Its senses are not the finest, however, so take advantage of them. Rank Advanced. So you're already taking on advanced dinosaurs within the 3rd dinosaur on the tour. And we're going to be taking the Rapid Shotgun, because this one is super fun. And yeah, this is the last dinosaur I'll be hunting on the first map, and then we'll move on to the second map. So yeah, well, while most mods seem to have like strengths and weaknesses, I'd say that Divergent strengths is definitely its atmosphere and dinosaur roster are really cool, and the weapons are also really cool. You know, like you got a house there and a field. Maps aren't strong point, but they're very well designed maps. Overall, this mod is really, really well made. It's just the problem since there's only 3 maps, not as much variety, but that'll obviously be fixed in a later release. Anyway, this is the Platyhystrix, which is a reskinned Dimetrodon. Really like it. Alright, and let's see where our quarry is at. It's one northeast. Interesting calls, very long and drawn out. Yeah, the sound effects, the atmosphere, this mod is excellent. Plus, it's one that doesn't really get a whole lot of coverage. The only other YouTuber that I've really seen cover this mod is Tormer, who I've played with I played some of his mods on the channel, Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. So yeah, this is the Rapid Shotgun, and as you can tell, this thing is fun to use. And there it is. You can hear it. Oh, there it is. We're not at the best spot, so I'm going to try to get in close. And then I'm just gonna start blasting. We're also downwind of it, so that helps. Yep. And there it is, the Brontosaurus. So as you can see, this weapon is super fun. Super powerful, almost overpowered. Rapid fire shotgun. It's a freaking blast he is. And there it goes, hauling off this ridiculously large dinosaur. And there it goes. There's a closer look at the Sorophagonax. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it in the trophy room. Alrighty, and there we are, the Brontosaurus. Definitely one of the more impressive dinosaurs in the mod. This is definitely the biggest, obviously, and it's the only sauropod. But it's awesome. As the third dinosaur to hunt, it's pretty impressive to almost instantly be able to take down this thing. Granted, it is kind of expensive, but it's awesome. Beautiful design, textures are awesome, if not a little bit stretched in some areas, but overall I can forgive it. This thing is really, it's an awesome dinosaur. Yeah, it instantly jumps up from 40 points to the Rubio to 100 points for the Brontosaurus. And then we got the next dinosaur to hunt, the Troodon. Just so I can get the music going. Next time we're going to be going to the second map, Plains of Ekberchania. Ekberchina, I guess. I don't know. This location is the preferred location for novice and expert hunters alike. A large river lies in the north, providing fresh water for all the inhabitants of the deciduous plains. Herbivorous creatures roam the plains looking for food, and carnivores stalk them in the hills, waiting for an opportunity to strike. And we're going to be going after the Troodon. I'm going to be sticking with the rapid shotgun just because small carnivores like these give me a lot of trouble. So yes, this map is a lot more open. It's an open area with sparse conifers. Most of the map looks like this. However, this is perfect, like it says in the description, for novice and expert hunters. Because you have, obviously, as you can see on the map, you have crater lakes, you have rivers, you have mountain ranges. So it's a nice varied map for beginners or experts. So yeah, this is the Troodon's calls. Really nasty sounding animal. And yeah, it's along some of these lakes. So hopefully we'll be able to see it, because I don't even think I don't think I've really hunted for this thing. So we'll have to see how big it is. I don't imagine it's all that big. It's probably just going to be a repeat of the Carnivores Triassic Coelophysis, where I'm going to have to go after it multiple times before being able to finally bring it down. Oh, there it is. Alright, I can tolerate that. That's not as small as I was thinking it would be. Hopefully we at least got one hit. I'll just see if there's a blood trail. Or if we can even get up this cliff. Might have to go around. But I imagine we at least shot it. Oh, it's going into the water. Well, if it's going into the water, we might be able to take it out. As long as it stays within the viewing distance. You know, this thing has bad range. Any blood. Oh, we did hit it. There's a little bit of blood. There it is. See its head. Fortunately, dinosaurs aren't really able to swim very fast, so we might be able to get a closer shot if we just sort of run along shore, although it's going out to sea. This might be botched. Where's its head? There it is. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to go after that again. I was botched. And there's one northwest. There it is. Running away. Dang it, these things are a lot more skittish than I would imagine. Well, there's another one right there, so hopefully they can get caught in the mountain ranges. There they both are. Well, they're replying. It's just a little bit of a dangerous situation. This one's... Oh, jeez. There it is. Nice. Alright, I don't like the other ones so close, so I'm just going to dip and then check it out in the trophy room. Alrighty, and here it is, the Troodon. Pretty cool. Out of all the dinosaurs in the roster, this one might be the weakest, even though it's a lot bigger than I would assume. Because this particular model exists in multiple different mods. A lot of them are slightly older. It exists in Fallen Kings as the Giravenator. It exists in Abandoned Islands as some other small carnivore. So it's not a bad model, but it's basically just a sort of an edited Allosaurus that they used as more of a nimble theropod. It serves its purpose. I'm kind of hoping that they give it an update in a future release, but for now, it's impressive because of how big it is, because normally dinosaurs with this model are pretty tiny, but this one's nice and big. So yeah, a decent first carnivore to hunt in the roster. Next up, we got Therizinosaurus, a medium-sized herbivorous dinosaur. Its hide is incredibly thick, which makes predators think twice about engaging such a beast. Oh yeah, its claws are about 1 meter long. It's strictly herbivorous, however. Rank Advanced. And this time we're going to be taking the rifle. No, we're going to be taking the sniper rifle, just because I'm not exactly sure how this thing's going to act. We'll see. So we're going to be hunting Therizinosaurus and the Mamuroraptor on this map, and then moving on to the Eaton Outpost with the final 3 carnivores. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and start after the Therizinosaurus, which has really long, shrieking calls. So the model for the sniper rifle is pretty large. It also creates quite the bang, but yes, that's the Sorophagonax, which is a nice little pterosaur ambient. So yeah, let's see, there's one a little bit southeast, so we'll probably be going after that one. Oh, holy crap. There's a Brontosaurus that just randomly spawned in. I don't think that the Brontosaurs are dangerous. Unless they're on Chasmosaur AI. Yep, there he goes. Oh, there it is. Right there. Let's see if we can get a hard shot. Oh, dang. I'm gonna crouch down for this. Try to call him in. Oh, he ran away. Yes, sir. Let's go. There it is. There's the Therizinosaurus. That was pretty simple. Really cool. The skin looks weirdly familiar, like it was using a mobile port. I don't think it was, but it definitely looks familiar. Completely off target. So yeah, that was the Therizinosaurus. Pretty awesome. And yeah, here it is. Unfortunately, its back leg and tail are cut off slightly in the walls of the trophy room. But yeah, there's the Therizinosaurus. Personally, I don't like this model as much as the one that's in Carnivores Plus. However, this is a really, really cool, intro dinosaur, because Therizinosaurus deserves more spotlight wherever it's at. I just don't happen to like this particular model as far as like the weird creasing and seams in the model, but otherwise, I don't dislike it. I like all the dinosaurs in this mod. This one just might be the one that I like the least, personally. Just because the one in Carnivores Plus is so much better. But as a mid-range huntable dinosaur, this one's pretty cool. Also, I think it runs off of Chasmosaur AI, so it's also threatening. Yeah, that would probably be on Chasmosaur AI. Alright, so final dinosaur we'll be hunting on this map is the Mamuroraptor. A test of basic genetic modification between the Oviraptor and Gigantoraptor. The base genome from Gigantoraptor and aesthetics mostly from Oviraptor. The name Mamuroraptor means monstrous thief. They feast upon carcasses and will hunt smaller herbivores. Rank expert. And we're going to be taking the bolt action rifle for this, just to give ourselves a little bit of challenge. I know there's one southeast. Looks like it's running kind of fast, so I don't know if that one's running away or not. Its calls are a mix of the Gigantoraptor and Oviraptor calls from the mobile ports. Oh, it's coming. It is right behind that ridge, and it's angry. Yeah, that ridge just saved me from certain death. I'm going to try to go around. Because if I can get on top of the ridge and shoot at it, that might provide me with an easy kill. Oh jeez, that thing's huge. If it finds its way around, this could be bad. Oh. Yikes, that was close. Whew. Alright, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and cancel, but that thing was aggressive. Holy crap, that came charging. Alrighty, and there it is. This thing is impressively big. That's the Mamuroraptor. So basically, it's just a really, really big Oviraptor with some Gigantoraptor DNA mixed in there. I love this dinosaur. This one's super, super freaking scary. Model and textures are pretty good. But yeah, for like a giant Oviraptor, there's just something about it. Because in the mobile ports, Gigantoraptor was one of the most scary dinosaurs just because of how big and fast it was. But this thing is a nice close second, sort of carrying it into regular carnivores. But yeah, super cool dinosaur. Really love it as a concept as well. So yeah, that was the Mamuroraptor. Next up is the Vecatrina, which is basically a Carnotaurus. A medium-sized carnivore related to the Carnotaurus of the central sectors, Vecatrina are stocky and fast predators, as well as opportunistic scavengers. They will both hunt and scour for carrion. Alright, and this will be taking us to the final map, Eden Outpost. A deep canyon in the middle of the land. While it used to be on a thick jungle, a disastrous earthquake created this crack, shattering everything around, but life finds the way. The seasonal rain fills up many ponds and lakes, providing watering holes for predator and prey alike. Dino Hunt Corp created fences to prohibit access to the more dangerous parts of this massive canyon. Roars from a super predator can be heard throughout the walls of the creator. Rank expert. And we'll also be taking the bolt action rifle. Actually, yeah, we'll take the bolt action rifle for this guy. And here we go. This one probably has the most atmospheric feel to it. Also, there's the Pelecanimimus, the other ambient that we never really saw. As you can tell by the ambience, this one's super creepy. It's super barren and just creepy. Look at all this stuff. Just the wind. Oh, is that it? Vecatrina, there it goes. That thing's tiny. Is that how big it is, really? Well, if it's that small, I'm going after this one down here, because I want a bigger trophy than just that. I think I see it. Is that it down there? There's 3 of them up north. Well, there's a canyon walls. In theory, if we go along to the side, we can definitely catch this thing if we just corner it. There it is. We can catch it if we just sort of pin it, because we're cornering it right here, which means we're gonna have to be quick on our feet with shooting it, because it's not gonna have anywhere to go. If this was slightly downhill, this would make it a little easier. We gotta be quick. Not quick enough. Dang it. That would have been perfect. Oh, there's one. Oh, please be down there, please. Well, if it's down there, this should make for an easy shot. There it is. That was a hit. That was not a hit. That was not a hit. That was a hit. Gotcha. Oh gosh, it's stuck there in the hillside. So we're just gonna quickly head out and take a look at it in the trophy room. That was nice. And there it is. A little bit smaller than I might have liked, but it makes for like a nice quick-footed medium carnivore. But yeah, this is it. The Vecatrina, which I've never heard of that. I don't even know if that exists. We'll have to see. I know that the Mamuroraptor is fake, so I don't know if the if this is real at all, or if this is just a purely carnivore species. But yeah, obviously, really good model, good texture, good skin. Overall, it's just really good. My only complaint is it's just not quite as big as I might have liked, but I ain't got no gripes with it. Carnivores and Bellosaurid dinosaurs are always a plus. So yeah, trophy room is really beginning to fill up, which leaves us with the last 2 dinosaurs on the mod. Eocario and first Sorophagonax. A much larger relative to the Allosaurus of the central sector, the Sorophagonax is arguably more dangerous than most other carnivores available to hunt. They can take quite the beating before falling. Which means we're going to take the APF-SDS, the cannon, which this thing is super powerful, and then we'll save the rangefinder for last. But yeah, we're gonna take this thing first. What I'm probably gonna do with the Eocario is a little different, since it's more, I want it to be a little more cinematic. I'll take a less powerful gun to take it, or like for the first hunt, and then I'm gonna use the rangefinder for last, because the rangefinder's kind of cheating, because it can one-shot any dinosaur in this mod. So there's one up north. Though I might take the one towards the west, because if the Sorophagonax sees us, it'll either charge or it'll just run off the map, and I kind of don't feel like dealing with that. The sound effects I think were pulled or slightly modified from Jurassic Fight Club Allosaurus. Yeah, definitely. Now it looks like 1 pixel, but there are 2. So hopefully we either hit the weak points and take it down in 1 hit, or we might end up bagging 2 Sorophagonax instead of just 1. Oh geez, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, that's scary. Wow. That was a scary shot. Wow. Oh gosh, there it is. Come on. Be gone. Alright, time to check it out in the trophy room. Alrighty, and there we go. There's the Sorophagonax, which is basically just a larger Allosaurus. You can tell the model is also an Allosaurus. It's definitely more interesting than the Allosaurus. I like it. Allosaurus is actually one of my favorite dinosaurs from the original games, even though it's literally the most generic theropod you could possibly design. This improves on it. The head looks unique, has that bright red coloration as well. It's basically a slightly larger Allosaurus, and it works. I really like it. Might not be as exciting as, say, the Mamuroraptor. If anything, I might have swapped the two, but nothing bad to say. This dinosaur is really, really cool. Which then gives us the last dinosaur available on the Divergent tour, Eocario. This behemoth has invaded from the south and is currently spreading at an exponential rate. Eocario has one of the toughest hides of any creature on the planet, comparable to the T-Rex's armor. It can only be killed with a well-placed shot to the inferior temporal fenestra or extreme firepower. So basically, either shoot it in the eye or you're dead. Which means I'll be first taking the sniper rifle, and then I'll show you guys the rangefinder on the final hunt. So depending on how the hunt goes, we'll be taking down the Eocario with at least one of these weapons. For some reason, the call icon is of the Sorophagonax, not the Eocario. I'm not quite sure what that's about. It'll probably get fixed in a later patch, but it's coming up. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. It's gonna charge us here. Oh, come on. Well, that was it. How? Oh, are you serious? Obviously, slight glitching because it's using the T-Rex's death animation, but obviously the Eocario doesn't do that. That was disappointing. Well, technically, if you think about it, we did kill it. So, I'm gonna use a rangefinder to kill this last one. And there's one south of here. Since it's using T-Rex AI, it sees us. Where is it?
Artillery coordinates from what coordinates? Rearming artillery.
It's ridiculous. Super intense, but the problem is the cooldown, the rate of fire is atrociously bad. It's terrible. But it one-shots everything. Which definitely helps when taking down monsters like the Eocario. Which, speaking of which, there it is. And this thing is freaking impressive. The model, the design, the level of detail on the head especially. This thing's super cool. And it's nice to see other lesser-known theropods get like the ultimate spotlight. Because normally it would be Carnivores getting the ultimate spotlight, but instead they're giving it to Eocario, which is nice. Not as well known, but man, is the model and sound design of this thing is just impressive. The only problem with it is, like you saw, the death animation is rigged to like a Tyrannosaurus's death animation and isn't unique yet. Which, since this mod is still in its beta stages, it's beta 3, that'll probably end up getting fixed in a later patch. But for now, kind of broken the death animation, but this thing's so cool. And yeah, there you guys go. That was every single dinosaur map and almost all the weapons used in Carnivores Divergent. Final roster being Rubiosaurus, Brontosaurus, Troodon, Eocario, Therizinosaurus, Mamuroraptor, Vecatrina, Sorophagonax, and Eocario. Super awesome mod. And if you guys would like to download and play Divergent for yourselves, the link is down below in the description. Just go ahead and download it and have fun. This is a really well made mod. Like I said, its strength isn't in its maps as much, although the maps are super high quality. Overall, this mod is really high quality. I'd say like the weakest points of this mod are the slightly overused dinosaur models like the Troodon, the Rubiosaurus, and maybe the Sorophagonax to a degree. Really the only nitpicks I have. Overall, this mod is excellent. It just needs slightly more maps, but like I keep saying, it's not finished yet. It's in its beta stages. It's been in beta for a long time, so I'm not quite sure when the next patch will come out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Modded Carnivore series. If you did, then leave a like, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.